Free Guy is an amazing movie. It shows you in the most comical way how you're trapped in this world.
And I work at the bank.
That is a virtual reality that you can, stay in this cyclical daily routine of get up, drink coffee, go to work, do the same job, the same repetitive daily routine over and over again. Or you can put on these glasses, which show you this grand perspective of reality in its totality. And most of us are like the main character. He is basically a nice guy. He goes through the motions of life. He wakes up, he eats his cereal, he watches the news, he gets his same particular coffee every single day, says the same corny, cheesy lines every day, goes the same route, has the same conversation with his friend, and it's constantly on repeat. And I love how they designed the movie where the characters that were outside of the game, they were the conscious beings. We have unconscious and conscious beings walking in reality right now. And this is how dimensions work. And if we pay close attention, there are people who are creators, there are people who are consumers. Ask yourself, are you a consumer or are you a creator? A creator wakes up every single day and decides, today, I'm going to do nothing. Or I'm going to go on a bike ride. I'm going to start that project and just go, lose myself outside of time and just get lost in the moment. Someone who's a consumer wakes up and is on a program. They wake up, it's 8:00. At 8:20, they make their coffee or they go drive and get their coffee. They have to be at work at a specific time. Everything's on a schedule and everything's routine. The reason that is, it's not because one is good and one is bad or you're bad. And it's because you have chosen to release your creative mind and give your power away. You now consume other people's creativity. All things in this reality were created. Everything is a creation. And your favorite coffee, somebody created, and you pay for it. The house that you live in, somebody created, and then you pay for it. Everything that you exchange your energy for, you pay for it. The same goes for creativity. And the difference is when you're in a creative zone and you wake up in the morning and let's say you have a project. Let's say this project is your dream, your passion, your interest. Let's say this interest is woodworking. You really are passionate about doing woodwork. So every day you wake up in a passionate state of let's create something new. Let's do something we didn't do yesterday and that we're not going to be doing next year, but just something new. Maybe it's a dresser today. Maybe today I'm going to sand down a dresser. I'm going to take all the drawers out. I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to dust it off. I'm going to clean it out. And then I'm going to paint it. I'm going to restain it. I'm going to restain it. It's going to be beautiful. And then I'm going to seal it, right? I'm going to put the drawer handles back on, put it all back to, and boom, look at this beautiful creation I made. I don't know how long it took. I don't know. There's no box to it. It was all free. It was all flowing and just expressive because I woke up and created something and I feel so good about it. And you can implement this in every aspect of your life. Let's say it's coffee. Are you driving to Starbucks in the morning and getting a coffee? Or are you passionate about coffee and you want to learn all the aspects of making coffee, the beans, the types of coffee machines, just being your own creator, deciding, what do you want to do today different than yesterday? How do you get out of these loops? These loops and these reruns, we're running circles around ourselves. We're so trapped in this cyclical motions of life that this movie, this movie just expressed how much we have lost ourselves. When we were kids, we had the ability to imagine our reality, the ability to wake up and desire to go on an adventure, to excitedly try something new, right? To love, to be free, to just, and as we get older, after all the repetition school and all the pressure, all the peer pressure, all the parental pressure, societal pressure, we get lost because we're told that we can only fit inside of a box. And inside of this box is security and safety and comfort. And if we step outside of that box, well, we won't have the security of a paycheck or the security of government handouts, or maybe the security of a certificate that takes me years and lots of money to obtain, that may only get me a job that I hate, that I go to every single day and repeat patterns that I really don't enjoy, only for me to get off of work, to be tired and unhappy with myself, only to repeat it over and over again. We have to find a place of creativity again. We have to see that life is a game. This is a game, and we have a choice. We have a choice to play the game or let the game play us. In the movie, there are players who actually go into the game and they make their own avatar. They dress up as characters.
I know this world is just a game, but
and they go around, doing, it's a kill game, which I have made a whole video about that. I don't have that mindset of kill, but that's the point. They go in this game and they just terrorize this town full of implanted like algorithm background characters. And that's what most people are. Most people are background characters. They're just going with the motions of wherever the crowd goes and whatever the crowd says, whatever the crowd does, whatever programs that the news feeds them, that's the narrative of the story. But that's not reality. Reality is you creating your day. And there's this moment in the movie where the free guy, he has to learn to level up and to obtain all the success through experience. And not only experience, but he also has to get past fear. He has to get past illusions, worry, even a scarcity mindset. In general, he has to step outside of his comfort zone and try new things. And once he does this, he recognizes that he's a whole algorithm. He was just a background character to begin with. He's a whole algorithm that now has an ability to decide what it wants to do for itself. That's what we have the ability to do. We have the ability to knock down the programs and reject that part of ourselves that is accepted that we are less than a creator, but a consumer. When in actuality, that's the sales pitch we've been sold. That's not the truth. That's not who we are. You weren't born to just sit back and consume food and TV shows and entertainment and vices. And even think about your conversations. How much substance do you feel in the conversations you have with others? Are they soul fulfilling? Do you have conversations that actually fuel your heart and your spirit and your soul, that inspire you to be great, to do and act on those things that you truly desire? Or are they empty, comparative? Where are they going? Do they actually have meaning? Can you put value to what your experiences are? It just takes a change in perspective. It takes you to be like, you know what? I'm not going to go and get this coffee every morning, or I'm not going to, I'm not even going to take the same route to work in the morning. I'm going to try a different route. I'm going to take a scenic route. I'm going to try a new restaurant. I'm going to, step outside of my comfort zone and not be so judgmental. you know, Maybe I'm going to try to empathize with another human that doesn't think like I do. Let me put myself in someone else's shoes for a day and see if I can connect with someone else other than my own perspective. There's so much that we can learn from putting on the glasses of consciousness and seeing reality for a much more in-depth experience than we've been told, better yet, been sold. There's so much going on here, and when you can capture the moment, you realize that everything that's happened in the past and everything that's going to happen in the future only matter right now. Because every choice you make right now determines every memory you experience and every future moment that you have. We have to really learn about getting in the now, getting centered in the moment and being with that energy. What does it feel like to make our own choices again? Are we that far gone that we don't even know how to think critically and harness and capture our own feelings and beliefs? We should be able to walk outside and do something we don't normally do and have no feelings of how others are going to feel about what we do. We should be able to follow what we love, what we feel passion for, with no concern that others will have some sort of judgment on us. Peer pressure is what keeps you trapped. Being stuck in the mentality that others' opinions matter about what you do is what keeps us in a box. And I challenge you to recognize that this is a circle of free-flowing energy that you can just, at any time you can break the chains, grab a space for yourself of reality and just create something new. Start a business, start a hobby, lose weight, dream anything into being. Think of it, feel it, and manifest it. It's all possible and it all can be done. And I highly recommend, if you haven't seen this movie, or if watch this movie in the perspective of, reality. Sometimes we watch these movies and we don't realize how much they really are speaking to our souls. Our soul really knows how much we are killing our spirits by ignoring our true hearts, our true passions. The more we put aside our dreams and the more we fill our bodies with things that don't fill our spirits, we're living a dead life. We're not even living. We're literally unconscious zombies walking the earth in a state of low vibration, lack of awareness of self. And it's really a journey to put these glasses on and to really see reality for the beauty that's all around us and the beauty that we are creating our lives at every single moment of our being. You have a paintbrush in your hand, and you are the creator of every experience that you encounter. And if you are living in a cyclical daily routine, it's of your creation. It takes you to be the wrench in the system and to get out. Break free from the illusion and from the trap that's holding you back by recognizing the circle within the square. Bursting free and recognizing you are not a slave.
We can save our world, but we have to fight together.
You don't have to work a 9 to 5. You can always go back to school. You can always quit school. You can follow whatever your passion is. Just give it your all. Don't halfway believe in yourself. Fully believe in yourself. And you can dream your reality into being. You are amazing. I'm so grateful for you showing up and listening to this message. I hope to inspire you to really find some depth within yourself and to tap into that and harness your power for something greater, for a greater experience for you here on earth. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye.